And joining me is Kim Forrest, the CIO at Bokeh Capital Partners. When other people say small caps, Kim, I don't pay as much attention as when you do. Explain.
Sure. So I have kind of a weird view of small caps. If you're $1 billion or more in market cap, you're a small cap. And I'm really looking for not just small U.S.-based companies, although that's good. I'm looking for companies that serve a niche, and that's why they're small. So you might ask me, why am I looking for niches? Well, two reasons. If you're a good company and you have great product marketing, meaning that you know who you're serving and you're making good products over and over again, you're either going to grow into a bigger company or you're going to get bought by a bigger company. And that's why I'm interested in you, because I'm growth at a reasonable price. So as a philosophy.
Sure. I mean, thinking of you as a semiconductor expert, as someone who does a lot with tech stocks, is why my mind doesn't go to small caps when I hear. Now, obviously, all these companies have to start out as small, fine. But do you have some names in mind?
Sure. Well, one is actually kind of proves my point. You might want to buy into it now. It's going to get bought by Synopsys, and it's called Ansys. ANSS is its ticker symbol. And it's interesting because it does multi-physics simulation, and I can feel your eyes glazing over. But what it lets companies do is design products on a computer before they even get to the real world, and make sure that it's going to live up to what the design specifications are. So it shortcuts the design process.
And you
productivity adding. Love that.
You like both of the companies involved in that deal?
I'm sorry?
Do you like both of the companies involved in that deal?
I do. It's being bought by Synopsys. And although Synopsys is solely targeted at semiconductors, Ansys has a very nice product within their main products that serves that. But Synopsys looks like it's going to carry on all of Ansys's products. So if you're interested in that product and you like semiconductors, I'd take a look at Synopsys as well. And I don't think they're a small cap either.
And then, Kim, broadly speaking, when you're looking, and maybe this comes of that process, kind of looking into 2025, at a time when this market is widely being described as frothy and peaky and whatever you want to sort of use to describe it, how are you thinking about it?
Sure. Well, actually, your last guests made the point for me. We have no idea what the future is going to bring. So why not hold quality companies at reasonable prices and see what happens? And by that, I mean, go a little lower than the mega caps and try to find good quality companies that are either going to grow into their valuation or they're going to be bought by other companies.
All right, the only problem with that might be you might be wrong, or they might have a takeover premium built in, and then something happens. And by the way, some of the reporting I've seen about what might happen at the SEC or DOJ under President Trump is that you might get FTC. I'm sorry, you might get some pushback on some of this deal making. Maybe it's not a sure thing that this is going to be a administration that has a green light for all sorts of M&A.
Right. Well, I don't think we're thinking that, if this is a race, the green flag has dropped and we are off to the races. But mostly companies always go through this decision. Should I build a product or should I buy the product? And that's what we're really counting on, is that whole build versus buy. There's a company that is doing what we want to get into anyhow, and they're going to put the legal resources to work and try to make that happen. And we've seen this for as long as I've been an analyst, since 1999. So it's not easy sailing for anybody, but it's a strategy for some of your portfolio.